Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It is Monday. I'm sorry, it's Wednesday, June the 10th. The year is 2020. Let's talk trading. Tro Hl5 revisited. I've had a lot of new members, new members on the Facebook group, new members or subscribers to my YouTube channel, and welcome. Thank you. I appreciate it. One thing you need to know um, is that, these videos are for educational purposes only, and your results may differ from mine. And trading's risky. You can lose all of your money. So if you need trading, investment, or financial advice, seek the advice of an accredited financial professional. Now we got that disclaimer out of the way. And also, when you're trading, always have your stop loss in place so you never lose more than you're willing to lose on any one particular trade. But back to Tro Hl5. It's basically, you could consider it a Swiss Army knife for plotting horizontal lines. Plots just about every horizontal line you might want, with a couple of exceptions. So here's what it looks like when you load the indicator onto your chart. And you don't change anything. You get the current and previous days high, open, and low. Okay, so if you scrunch the chart, you can see here the high from the previous day was there, and the low was there. And so far today, here's the high, here's the low, here's yesterday's open price, and here's today's open price. Standard lines. You can trade with the H1 candle color at any of these lines, because if you trade at the previous day's lines, then you're doing a breakout. So if price hits this line going up, you go long. Price hits the previous day's low going down, you go short. Plain and simple. But Tro Hl5 can do a whole lot more. And as I think of things, I add to it. So there's a whole bunch of inputs here. And I'll go over a few of them, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to post the templates, so you don't have to take notes. You can just go get the templates and load them on your machine into the template file, into the template folder, and then you can just call up the template and put it on your chart. So the first one, the buy zone. Okay, real simple. How's that work? Okay, I just my notes, the buy zone. So what did I do? I turned off the high and the low, but I show the open. So open true, and the rest is all false. Now, one thing you might want to do is you might want to show the pivot. Let's just do that. Now, the other thing once you turn on is the open offset. No, it's not called buy zone because somebody else might want to use an open offset that's got nothing to do with the buy zone. So that's why I didn't name it buy zone in the inputs. So we want to have 10 pips open offset. Okay. And so right here, you see the BZ, that's the buy zone. And then you see the XZ, that's the short zone. And you can see right here, price is right there at the short zone. So when the day opened up, you have your pivot point right here. So you hit the short zone, and then it pulled back, and you may have stopped out, or you may have put your stop up here, and you'd still be good to go. And then you would have been able to take a nice profit here. That's the buy zone. So what do we do? What do we know? What is the buy zone? Well, price opens here. It has the range. And we know that the pound dollar is going to range more than 20 pips in a day. I mean, it's possible it might not, but if it ranges more than 20 pips, it either has to go through the buy zone, through the short zone, through both of them. Okay? Because 20, anything bigger than 20 can't fit between here and here, because the distance between here and here is 10 plus 10 or 20. So it's a real simple system. It works. People say, oh, you get chopped up, price hits it and reverses, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you're really good, you're really quick, you can just hit it for a couple of pips each time. And let's just say you're trading 10 bucks a pip. You hit it for 2 pips. That's 20 bucks. That's more than minimum wage. And I bet you there's a lot of traders out there who aren't making minimum wage per hour that they put in front of the computer. But that's a whole different topic that, in fact, we already discussed that topic this month, if I remember correctly. So that's buy zone. If you have any more questions, feel free to post them in the video comments or on the Facebook group comments or over on Cresslick.com where I post my code. But really, don't send emails because you're going to fill up my email inbox. And I much rather have question and answers out in public forums so everybody can benefit. So possibly somebody else has the same question as you do, and I don't have to answer it more than once. Okay, next, what do we have here? We have the Wick Zone. Okay, this dark shaded area, that's the previous day. And there was the high, and there was the low. So this is all previous day. So this is the upper wick here, and this is the lower wick. So the idea is price doesn't like staying in the wick zone. If it gets in the zone, you go short here, long here. If it gets in this zone, you go long here and short here. And as you can see, the shorts paid off, and the longs paid off, and the shorts paid off, and the shorts paid off again. Price does not like staying in the wick zone. It just doesn't. So, and how do we do that with Tro Hl5? Well, what do? We leave the high and low on, and then we say show top, bottom, true. Because see, the close, yesterday's close was the top of the candle, and yesterday's open was the bottom. So we want to show that. What else do we want to do? What we want to do is we want to shade the wick zone. Okay, so you set that to true. And then somewhere down here, we've got the upper wick zone and the lower wick zone. So pretty simple, right? That's it. And once again, this template will be available for downloading. So that's the wick zone in a nutshell. See, horizontal lines, trade with the candle color at the horizontal line. In this case, I'm using M15, but if you like, you can also put H1, but usually when I'm trading these type of zones, I'm usually M15 or M5. Buy zone, definitely H1. Doesn't really matter too much because it's usually you'll be on the right side of the trade. Okay, finally, last but not least, the rat zone. So how do we do the rat zone? Well, here's what we do. We can leave high and low. We leave those on. Then we come down and we say show high, low, offset, true, and we put in 20. Okay, now you can if you want to dial it back to 10 or 15, that's okay. But we put in 20. This is just a regular rat. This is not the smart rat. That's a different indicator. So show the high-low offset true, high-low offset 20 pips, or you can narrow it down if you like. And then you come down somewhere. Shade rat zone true right here. And then you come down here, green rat zone, red rat zone. That's it. And so what do you do with the rat zone? I've got H1 showing right now. You just want to enter short in the zone. You want to in the red rat zone and enter long in the green rat zone. Okay, at the top of the zone, top of the green rat, bottom of the red rat. That's the final place to catch the train, the bus, or get on the boat, okay, or the ship. It's okay to enter anywhere in here. In fact, the closer to the high might be better so long as you have a short signal. Now, there is something that I call the rat reversal trade. And so here we've got a bear candle closing, a bull candle closing. So you go top, you go long at the top right here, or the high rather, of this bull candle. So see here, would have made pips. And if you, for some reason, you get in late, there's your opportunity there. And here was another opportunity. Now, going the other way, you've got a bull candle closing, bear candle closing. What you want to do is you want to go short at the low of that candle right there. If you would have taken that, that was a nice ride down. But here again, the same thing. Bull candle closes, bear candle closes, short right here. So you would have been able to make some pips. It came out, came back in, you made pips. Another opportunity was here. A bull candle closed, a bear candle closed, short at that bear candle, and you had opportunity to make pips once again. That's the rat zone. Real simple. So long as you go short here and long here, unless price makes a new high up here, you should be able to profit. Price makes a new low here, you should be able to profit. Why should you be able to profit? Because statistics show that about 80% of the time, price is going to close outside of each of the zones. It's going to close outside of the red rat zone and close outside of the green rat zone. It's going to close, usually it's going to close somewhere in between the two. It's the easiest way to say it. So as this day progresses, we're either going to get a higher high or a lower low for the day. But chances are when the day is over, it's going to pretty much close outside of the rat zone. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And let's see, if we come here, if we switch this over to daily, and you can see here, where did price close? It closed at 127.45. It closed 40 pips above the low and about 55.12, 67 pips below the high. Bingo, bingo. Green rats win, red rats win. That's how it works. So hopefully that clears some things up. That'll help people with the with Tro Hl5. So you'll know how to use it. I'm going to load those templates up. I'll put them out there on Crestlick, and I might even put them on the Facebook group, so because there are a lot of people going there, so you can download them, and hopefully that'll help. So like I said, you know, the donational indicators have some extra bells and whistles, but you know, I'm not here to sell indicators. I'm not here to, you know, beg for donations like somebody likes to say. He's out there begging for donations. No, 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 no. Okay, this stuff is free. But you know, those of I like, you know, when people send donations, it's usually out of appreciation. And yes, I have donational indicators that have, you know, a lot of the really cool bells and whistles. But let me tell you something. For the price, this one's hard to beat. Like I said, it has a lot of options. We've got the mid pivots, all the other pivots. You could do the pivot gridiron. You could put fixed price on here. If you've you can got the VWAP. You've got point of control. You can only show whether or not if a price line has been crisscrossed or not. You can put the side markers over here. You can use ATRs or show the distance here as an ATR or as a standard deviation from the open. We can show distance as fib percentage. We can even put a horizontal line for the current moving average, whichever one you want to use. You've got shading. You can even do angle lines if you want in degrees, you know, timelines, certain times a day you might want to put across there, certain days a week. Like I said, it does a whole lot. So I hope that helps. And just remember one thing, fellow traders. Doesn't matter what indicators you have out there because it's not what you trade. It's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. Hit subscribe, hit like. I need more likes. I really need more likes. You know, click the bell and share this video all over the